Aquarius, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to dive right in and get your current energy. Cards just want to pop out. What's influencing you? What do you need to focus on? And your past? And your strength? Your near future? What else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? Your hopes or fears? And your potential outcome? And so this video is available on TikTok at Tarot with Michelle and on YouTube and Rumble, Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. And this reading here does have an extended option. The link is going to be in the description box. So looking here at the bottom of the deck, I am getting the Six of Swords. Now the Six of Swords is movement. So it's moving on from something. I'm definitely getting the sense of moving towards calmer waters, really kind of like a relaxing energy. The more distance you put between you and some sort of event here in the past, the more settled and grounded you're coming through. So when I look at your current energy and I see the Queen of Wands influenced here by the Death card, so that Scorpio energy, change and transformation, that's exactly what's happening here. You're making some sort of adjustment that's allowing for closure in the past and a new opportunity, new beginning in the future. We have the moon showing up in what you need to focus on, and the moon is all about your emotions, but it's that go with the flow energy. I'm actually really drawn to the water here in the Six of Swords and the moon here. So there's some sort of calming. Calming is probably the best way for me to describe how this feels, because it feels like decompressing, coming out of a stressful period, decompressing as you're moving into something better. And when I look at the past here, I'm getting Temperance. So Temperance, Sagittarius energy, this is a lot of emotional balance and alignment. And it feels like you started this here in the past. You took some sort of action or initiative that allowed for some sort of settling to occur. But now that it feels like you're in that space, you want more of it. So you're going to keep moving forward, keep putting distance between where you're going, where you are now, and the past here. Yeah, I'm getting the Page of Wands showing up here in your strength. This is a movement card. This is really taking some sort of action, feeling bold and inspired to do something here. It can be impulsive, but it feels like what you're doing is you're moving in the right direction. You definitely are. So I'm getting the Empress showing up here in the near future. This is balance. And so it's also focusing on what you love and value. So it feels like any action that you're taking right now is really in alignment with your own goals, your own dreams, and focusing here on that internal alignment and balance that you want for yourself. And when I look at how the universe is shaping the situation, this is exactly how it's playing out. What the universe has been showing you and what you are actually learning here is that Two of Pentacles, prioritizing what really matters and really letting go of everything else. With that, you're able to overcome obstacles and challenges here because that Six of Wands is all about success and victory. So it's overcoming the Five of Wands, obstacles and challenges. I'm not picking up the obstacles here, but what I'm picking up is the movement, the kind of moving on. I'm ready to embrace something new or just something steadier, more calm. Yeah, so when I see the Ace of Pentacles showing up here in your hopes or fears, this is really what you want. You want a new beginning, something that is grounded, stable, long-lasting, without that kind of turbulence that you just went through. There's definitely a dynamic shift that's taking place that you really want. And so showing up here in your potential outcome, I'm getting the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is coming through as clarity, but it's clarity from the details. So asking all the right questions, getting into what is actually happening here? Why do I feel better leaving this behind? It's really that kind of full picture understanding. Between the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords, I'm not getting any hesitation. What I'm actually picking up on is this kind of a desire to really move forward, take whatever action feels right in that moment without really overthinking or thinking further ahead. It just feels like whatever happened here in the past, you just had to get away. There was something where you could not wait, not one more day, not one more hour. Something here needed to change. And so you took the appropriate action to kind of move forward. So let's get some additional information here. So tell me about the Queen of Wands with the Death card for Aquarius. Ace of Cups. So here we go. You're going after something much better, more rewarding, more emotionally fulfilling here with that Ace of Cups energy. Tell me about the Moon. I got the Moon again. The Moon is also giving me, so I'm getting a second message here. One is go with the flow, learning how to go with the flow, kind of let things kind of wash over you that don't matter, really only prioritize what does. I'm also getting that there's something here hidden in the shadows. And so really pay attention to whatever is showing up in your life. Don't be afraid to ask the follow-up questions. That's the Page of Swords. Don't be afraid to take some sort of action here. If it feels right, even if you're in a situation where you're looking at everything around you and you know you need to act, and it feels like whatever action you take might contradict something that you're seeing, it's because there's a piece here that you're not seeing. But energetically, you're picking up on that. So there's a missing piece that you know intuitively exists. Act from the heart. Act from your intuition here. Because there's something about that missing piece. It'll be identified when you get to the Page of Swords energy, but you may not know it up front. And it's almost like that hindsight validation is going to be necessary or is something that you're going to do. But in the moment, it feels right to take some sort of action here. Trust your intuition on that one. With Temperance here, I'm getting the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's also about your happiness. And so it really is kind of restoring happiness, aligning, creating balance within yourself, prioritizing your emotional well-being. It feels like that's exactly what you're doing. Whatever it is that you're leaving behind, I'm not picking up that energy, but I am definitely picking up the I'm crossing into a new boundary, a new kind of chapter, opening something up here for myself to explore. Tell me about this Page of Wands. So I'm getting the Unknown card, which indicates you're not going to have all the answers. It's really the same as the Moon card showing up. And so really, it's not about seeing everything, understanding everything all at once. It's take whatever action feels right to you in this moment because you're not going to have everything available to you. And I have another card showing up here. Yeah, Four of Swords. The Four of Swords tells me that you've done a lot of healing. You've done a lot of work to create your own stability. I'm not getting any second guessing here. You're really learning to trust yourself and your instincts. Tell me about the Empress. Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles that you want actually shows up here when you ground yourself and feel stable and balanced, focusing on what you really love about yourself, about the situation and the direction that you're going. That's actually what creates this new beginning for you. That Ace of Pentacles is something grounded and stable. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior, but I'm getting the sense here that you've already done all of this work. And so anything that's showing up here along the way, you're going to put in that kind of proportionate amount of effort. You're not going to overdo it. You're not going to pour some sort of disproportionate amount of energy. So if it's that low-hanging pentacle, you're not going to sink everything into it. You're not going to halt your life just because something showed up here. I'm getting the sense with the Nine of Wands that there was some sort of block in the past, but you've done the work. You figured out how to find your own balance, maintain your own balance here. So if you are in a situation where this comes up again, or you're triggered in some sort of way, you wouldn't actually be triggered because you've done the healing work, but it's more the recognition that this might have triggered me in the past. It's not going to going forward. Tell me about that Six of Wands, that success and victory here. Ten of Cups. So going after long-term happiness, long-term emotional fulfillment, a lot of success connected to it. This is what the universe is doing. It's trying to set you up for what you want. You have the Ace of Cups clarifying your current energy. We have the Ten of Cups clarifying the external influence. So you're heading down a path of emotional fulfillment with a lot of stability here, that Ace of Pentacles. So let's get the Ace of Pentacles in your hopes or fears. Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is the clarity that you're looking for. A lot of new beginnings showing up in this reading. I love it. It's something that you want. I'm almost getting like wanting to explore what all of your options are. So as you're moving into this calmer energy and you're acting from a healed place, a very grounded, stable place, knowing your worth and value, You want to explore everything. You want to understand what opportunities really are going to be in your best interest. So I'm getting this sense with that Page of Swords that you're going to ask a lot of questions and really dig in to identify what works, what doesn't. So tell me about that Page of Swords. Three of Pentacles. So this could be a relationship building with another person. So the Empress is about relationships as well. So they're both 3 cards. So there is some sort of momentum that is gaining here along the way. Could be about a relationship, developing something long-term, working through something here with another person, or this could even just be you exploring all of your options. What do you have available to you from that teamwork and collaboration standpoint? So Aquarius, this is this part of the reading, the general reading, and we're going to take this into the extended and get any kind of hidden messages here, messages from your higher self. Look into any kind of key turning point here in the entire situation, how to stay aligned with all of this, and then how this is all going to play out over the next month. So if you're interested, the link is going to be down below. Otherwise, take care. I'll see you soon.